Jeremy Zucker, welcome to Australia.
Thanks, Kate.
You're going to interview me while I interview you this time around.
Yeah.
Jeremy, off camera, just accepted a little challenge, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I'll just answer every question with another question.
Okay, perfect. Excellent. I would love that. I need more. I feel like I need practice at like talking in a non-question sense.
We'll do no statements allowed, only questions.
That sounds difficult, right?
Everything that's done in a question mark.
That's going to be the most annoying thing to watch, but we can give it a try. How's Australia been?
It's been good.
I guess.
Okay, no, for real. It's been really, really great.
Yeah.
It's just really cool here. There's no issues. Everyone's chill.
You're right. There's a good vibe to Australia.
And everyone here seems to know how good it is.
Yeah, totally.
You know?
Australians don't really want to leave Australia. It's like our little kept secret. But in saying that, you recently moved from New York to Los Angeles, and I feel like Los Angeles is a lot more relaxed and has that Australian sense about it, whereas New York is that real hustle bustle, really hectic.
Definitely. I think as far as U.S. cities go, LA is definitely up there in terms of hustle and bustle.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you gotta make it.
It's just less so than New York.
Yeah.
And the thing is though, you can stay out of the scene and you can just chill at home and be really casual. But in walking around, everyone, people are chilling and lounging at cafes, but they're there for 30 minutes, then they go to the next thing.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not I was just in Perth the other day and it was a Tuesday at 10:30 a.m. Everyone should be inside working, and people were just standing around having coffees, chilling, it was the Truman Show or something. It was crazy.
You're these are all characters in one big computer game. I swear to God. Wait, there's a word for that. It's called sonder, where you realize that everyone has an equally as intricate life as your own, but doesn't.
That's the term. For
yeah,
that?
yeah. SONDR.
That's a really good.
You could write a song about it.
That's a really good artist, Sonder. Do you know Brent Fayez?
Yeah.
Fayez? He
Yeah,
has
yeah.
a duo called Sonder.
Does he?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool. I like that. Every day's a school day. Check it out. Name check him. Okay, so we like the relaxation of Australia. How about the crowds?
Rowdy.
Rowdy. True.
Mm-hmm.
I did watch you do a shoey on TikTok the other day at your Perth show.
And that was my mistake because now they're not going to stop asking me for them at shows.
Oh, totally.
And I have 3 back-to-back shows. We're doing Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane.
Yeah.
Back-to-back-to-back. And I just can't be drinking beer every night.
No, but the trick is whoever brings out your can of beer, that they pour out 3/4 of it. So that way you slowly pour it in. So that way it looks like you've got a full can in there. But,
Right.
But you don't actually do it.
Oh,
or
no,
you do Red Bull or something like that.
Or I'll be oh yeah, I'm gluten intolerant, and then I'll be oh, I'll have a hard seltzer, but it's a regular seltzer.
Oh my God, he's so devilish. But that's the thing. I feel like Australians don't actually do shoeys. It's just something we egg internationals into.
That's not fair.
And then we're it's such an Australian thing, and then no one actually has done one. I've never done a shoey.
Really?
Yeah, never. And I will not be coming on stage tonight to do a shoey.
Did you go to uni?
I did go to uni, yeah.
I feel like that's a...
No, actually, the uni thing to do is goon bags. And you have goon...
Portion.
Yeah, and you tie them to the freaking clothesline, spin that around. Which I feel like is possibly tastes worse than a shoey. Because goon sucks. With shoey, you can pick
disgusting.
your own poison.
Yeah, I had an IPA out of the boot the other night, and it was really nice.
Oh, nice. Whose
There
boot was that?
Everyone held up their shoe. They were use mine. And I'm looking around and I see a pair of running shoes and I'm
Ooh, yuck.
those are for sure sweaty. Yeah. And then in the back of the room I saw this really tall white cowboy boot.
That's so
and
LA
I was
of you.
that's chic.
That
and
is so LA of you.
Contextually gonna be clean because no one's
Yeah,
gonna
true, actually.
wear their white boots every single day. They're gonna get dirty. And also, it was a girl holding them in cleanliness. Definitely,
Naturally.
Men are just gross.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I slugged an IPA out of that.
What was your downtime?
Not that good.
Okay,
Well,
we can improve.
it was half a beer.
Oh.
So they didn't know that.
Half a
So
beer
if it was a
to the
full
mic.
beer, it probably took me 5 seconds, 6 seconds.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna rip the TikTok that I saw and place it in here, and we'll count it down.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So my guess is maybe 7 seconds. I spilled some, and it was a full beer.
A full beer on the record. Another thing I saw on TikTok recently, on your flight over, you filmed some airplane footage.
I did.
And you captioned it,
Oh, God.
"This is a sign he's not thinking about you." Are you in your villain era? Are you in
No.
your toxic era? What are you
I'm
doing?
just trying to be honest. I
Oh
mean,
my God.
I like if someone is thinking about you and has feelings for you, they're gonna let you know, and if they don't, they're playing games, so it's not worth it. And if they're not saying anything to you, and they're not playing games, they're not thinking about you.
Has this been on your mind recently? Is this why you're
Yeah,
projecting?
well, I'm just like an honest, straightforward person, so maybe
Okay.
that's me. But no, I do also know people that are like hopeless romantics and like thinking about people and they won't ever say anything about it, and I'm just like,
Guys,
man, seize the day, carpe diem, carpe all those DMs.
slide into those carpe DMs, guys. Yeah, if you're going to be sending your own TikTok to your friends, being like, hate to tell it to you, but he ain't
He's
thinking
not thinking
about
about
you.
you. No, my friends
Yuck.
are gonna watch this and know it's about them. So
Oh, God. Yuck. You also posted on your Instagram story recently. Wow, this is just going through, we're just going to go through your social
Are
media
you stalking
footage.
me?
It's my job.
that's your research.
Yeah, but actually, I think you're meant to be asking me questions soon too, so we'll find out what you've stalked about me. But in the
Yeah.
meantime, you posted on your Instagram story a photo of you with bruises all over you, what I think were bruises, and you said music videos are like the most painful thing in my
Oh
life.
yeah. Okay.
What were you shooting and why?
So I think I said I've never done a music video shoot where I wasn't in physical pain.
Yeah,
I
that
think
was
that's what I said.
Yeah.
And it's true. Like every time I've shot a video, there's been some sort of device involved, or some sort of shot that we had to get that was just extremely uncomfortable. And I think it's just due to the nature of music videos always being like low budget and like trying to get things working. But every single music video I did, except for Come Through, which we didn't even shoot as a music video, we were just on the roof of a venue. I guess it's just easiest to go through and explain like what these torture devices were. But one of them was what's called a snorri cam, and it's a camera rig that you strap to your chest,
Okay.
almost like a front-facing backpack, and it has an arm out of it that holds the camera. So whenever your torso moves, the camera moves, and that's like.
Is
how
that
we
what
did
you
the
use in I'm So Happy? Yeah, okay, gotcha.
And for whatever reasons, we were having problems with the rig. So to get it to work, we had to like strap it ungodly tight to my body, and the camera was just really heavy, and we had to put it under my shirt. So it was being strapped to like my bare torso and like suffocating me for like hours on end. And when I took it off, it was just like red marks and it looked super gnarly. So that was bad. For my video Not Your Friend, there's this shot, and you can like splice this in, where I'm like leaning back, like leaning fully back,
Yeah.
as if like I'm like gravity isn't really working, but in reality there's a pole that is going up my pant leg and following the angle of my knee,
Oh my God.
and then it just continued at the angle of my back, and whoever built it like was not thinking about the fact that I had to lie down there and actually do it. They were just like, oh, like this will support a body, I guess. And so the thing that my back was laying on was just a fucking metal pole,
Holy shit.
and it was at like an 80-degree angle, like parallel to the ground, and it hurt really bad. And I was just lying there for like hours on end. And I'd have to like look back, upside down backwards at the camera and sing, and like my face would fill up with blood. It was just like so.
We are splicing that in for sure.
It was so bad.
It's so interesting because there's obviously like performance artists that do that full time. Like they're like, that is my job. I just like sit on the street in like a weird angle. Or
It's
like,
funny you said that, because like we took that shot idea from this performance art piece where like all these people look like they're falling in slow-mo.
Oh my God.
But I'm sure their rigs were just built better to have like a thing for their back to sit on instead of just leaning against a pole. And it just, I can't even explain, like it hurt so much, and like people on set didn't realize that was really hurting because no one tried it. They were just like, okay.
Well, did you tell anyone?
Yeah, I was like, this is horrible. We'd have to take breaks, and it was just, I was like being blasted by the sun and sweating.
Yeah.
And like, there's no excuse. Like, we spent all this money for like one day, and we have an hour to shoot this thing, and I'm like, I have to suck it up. Like, we are doing it for the shot.
Yeah.
It's like, do it for the vine. Like,
do it for the vine. Do it for the
doing
craft.
We're doing it for the shot.
Yeah.
And once you get the shot, it's all over. So.
Worth it.
Yeah.
So I'm so happy you edited that as well. Was that your first foray into editing? Or have you edited your past music videos too?
I've edited a lot of my past ones.
Okay.
I like did the whole edit for Always I'll Care, and I co-directed that with my friends.
It's raining outside.
Sounds like a robot. I co-directed Always I'll Care and edited it with my friend. And this was my first like solo directing, solo editing.
Oh, cool.
It was fun.
Do you like getting into that creative?
Yes.
Or do you find it annoying?
Sometimes it's annoying, but like I do it because I don't trust anyone anymore to do anything for me.
Who burnt you? What the heck?
I think I just have my own sort of standards, and I know what I want, and
also image control as well.
Yeah, big time. And like, my job is just it's all time management. There are so many things that I have to be, and so many things I have to do. And like in the past couple of years, now I'm like a content creator too because of the TikTok revolution. And so I have to like learn how to do all of these things in the shortest amount of time possible so I can continue to do the main part of my job, which is make music.
Yeah.
And I need to have the time to be able to like explore and be creative and try new things, because if I keep making the same sorts of song over and over again, like I'm gonna hate it, you know? And I need to stay excited. So with like directing, I started doing that because I would just get on set after set with other directors and like witness it fall apart and like see things come together and not the way I talk to them about, and like and that's how I started with music too. Like I didn't know anyone who would make beats for me. I didn't know anyone who I could record with, so I was like, I'm just gonna do it myself. And that's kind of how I got where I am, because I don't know, I wasn't born with like natural like amazing talent. Like I've just like worked.
He hustled this talent.
I hustled it, and I didn't have anyone to teach me anything either. So
full grassroots.
Yeah,
but I think that's the best way to do it, right? Like you're like the Swiss Army knife of your own industry. You know, you can do a bit of everything. People can call upon you. Makes you more of like a, not a double threat, a triple threat, a quadruple threat, like an infinite threat.
A Renaissance man.
A Renaissance man, true.
Yeah, but it's fun. Like I love so many things and so many different creative outlets, and it's like, I did the album art too. My friend Callum shot it, but I did like all the graphics and processing and stuff. And it's just so fun to create something from nothing. Yeah. And to feel like, it's funny because like we pay all these people to do things, but when I do it, like I don't get paid. Because like I'd be the one paying people to do it.
Well, exactly. There's money straight back into your pocket that never left. So you really are paying yourself.
Yeah,
maybe
saving money.
Saving money.
But also it's the label's money, so. Which kind of is my money?
It's complicated. We don't need to get into it. So what's coming up then? What's next?
I can't really talk about it yet, but I'm working on a lot of music, and a lot of solo music, and going to be working on some very special duets, which I cannot name.
Okay. Not a Brent 3?
That's what I was alluding to, yeah.
I cannot name.
I just didn't,
that's the one.
I just didn't want to say it, but...
Sorry, I said it. You didn't say anything.
Okay.
Exciting.
Yeah, I'm hyped. I'm super hyped.
Do you have a question for me before we wrap up? Like the good interviewer?
What is your middle name?
God. It's Caroline.
Tate Caroline.
Tate Caroline. Yeah. And my mom's name's Carol. So it's always kind of sat funny with me because I was like, oh, it's like my mom's name.
Oh, it's quite vain. No?
No, but well, her mom's middle name is Caroline. So my grandma's middle name's Caroline.
Oh, so this is a name that's passed down.
But in primary school, all of our passwords were set as your mom's name then your middle name.
Caroline.
So mine was Caroline.
Caroline.
So it was really easy to type in.
Love that.
Yeah. What's your middle name?
Scott.
Okay. Jeremy Scott.
Super meh name. Sorry to any Scots out there.
JSZ. That's like not bad.
JZ.
Yeah.
Is that what you call Jay-Z, the artist, or did you say Jay-Z?
No, I would say Jay-Z.
That's weird.
Yeah, that actually is weird. I've never thought about that.
Especially because J is spelled out J-A-Y.
Yeah, that's
Z, it's just Z.
Z, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Oh well, is what it is. What do we? Well, you get Jeremy Zucker a lot.
Yeah.
Zucker, right?
Zucker, but
like Booker.
That's just like what I don't know. My dad's like, it's Zucker, and I'm like,
when you introduce yourself, what do you say?
Until I had that conversation with my dad, where he was like, it's Zucker, I would say Zucker, because that's what everyone called me, and I.
Does that just like implode your brain of like, man, I've been saying my name wrong this whole time?
No, because like in my head, I feel like it is Zucker, but like my dad.
Pick one.
It's like the name came from my dad.
Yeah.
So, but also like the name goes back to like Eastern Europe, and they weren't saying Zucker then. It was probably like Zucker. I don't even fucking know how to say it, but it was also Zuckerman.
Ah, okay.
And my grandpa changed it because we were Jewish, and it sounded less Jewish, and he didn't want his business to get
tied to
fucked by people who hate Jews. We can cut that part out.
Okay, we can cut that out.
Or not. I mean, it's not that crazy of a thing.
Hey, it's again image control. You let me know. I edit whatever.
I don't care. Literally anything I say in here, put it in.
Okay, perfect. He sculled a full beer. Everyone at his shoey. We'll make sure that's in.
Okay, fine.
Jem, thanks for chatting with me. I'm very excited for your show tonight.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yoo-hoo!
Oh, yeah.